All right, so we're diving into something pretty cool today, prepping for a furniture shop manager interview.
Lots of competition out there.
Yeah, so let's really make sure you stand out.
Definitely.
And we've got some great resources from RoleCatcher to help us out with this.
Absolutely.
We've got their career overview and some sample interview
Yeah,
questions.
those are always helpful.
Oh, yeah, and even some insights into how AI can help tailor your answers to specific job roles.
Really interesting stuff.
Yeah, and RoleCatcher, I mean, these guides and tools are really designed to help people land their dream jobs.
For sure. And it's not just about memorizing answers or anything like that. It's really about understanding what the interviewers are looking for.
Yeah, and how to connect your unique skills and experience to the role.
Exactly.
So we're like a big picture overview. What does a furniture shop manager actually do?
Right. It's more than just arranging sofas.
Yeah, way more.
So RoleCatcher's career guide actually does a great job of outlining the key responsibilities.
Okay.
So it highlights the leadership aspects of the role, like managing a team.
Right, like being a leader.
Yeah. And then there's the customer focus, like making sure every customer has a great experience.
Mm-hmm. Creating that positive atmosphere in the store.
Exactly. And then, of course, you need some business savvy, understanding sales targets,
Oh.
inventory management, things like that.
Right, keeping the whole operation running smoothly.
Yeah, exactly. So you need to be organized,
Yeah.
have great people skills, and be able to think on your feet.
It's a dynamic environment.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But, it's not all sunshine and roses, right?
Definitely not.
RoleCatcher also gets real about the challenges.
Uh-huh, like those long hours sometimes.
Oh, yeah. And dealing with difficult customers can definitely be tough.
And you can't forget about the online competition these days.
This is a whole other ball game.
Yeah, so you need to be resilient and able to handle those curveballs that come your way.
Show them you can solve problems.
Absolutely.
Okay, so are you ready to tackle some interview questions?
Let's do it. Bring them on.
All right, so RoleCatcher gives us 8 common interview questions. So let's break them down one by one.
Sounds good.
So the first one is, tell us about your experience managing a furniture shop.
All right, so this is your chance to really shine, connect the dots between your past roles and what this job requires.
Yeah, like don't just list your previous jobs.
Right, give them a story.
Yeah, paint a picture.
And RoleCatcher highlights the different career stages in the guide.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
You can use that as a framework to show how your experience has grown over time.
Yeah, demonstrate how you've progressed.
Right, and then, a savvy interviewer might follow up with something like, what was a major challenge you faced in your previous role, and how did you overcome it?
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
So have some specific examples ready that really show off your problem-solving skills and that resilience we talked about.
Yeah, think about times where you had to think outside the box or navigate a really tricky situation.
Exactly, because each answer is an opportunity to reinforce why you're the perfect fit.
Okay, next question. How do you motivate your team to achieve sales targets?
All right, so this isn't just about setting goals.
Yeah, it's about leadership.
Right, creating a positive, supportive environment where everyone feels empowered to succeed.
Yeah, you can't just bark orders and expect amazing results.
No, definitely not. RoleCatcher actually emphasizes the importance of clear expectations,
Right.
regular feedback, and using incentives effectively.
Have a story ready about a time you inspired your team to go above and beyond.
Yeah, maybe you implemented a really successful sales strategy or found a way to boost morale.
And be ready to explain how you'd apply those same strategies in this new environment.
Right, show them you can adapt and lead effectively no matter the setting.
Okay, question number 3. How do you ensure customer satisfaction in a furniture shop setting?
Okay, so empathy is key here.
Putting yourself in the customer's shoes.
Right, and a willingness to go the extra mile.
Because buying furniture is a big decision.
Oh, yeah, often tied to emotions and personal style.
It's an investment.
So you need to showcase your skills in active listening, problem solving, and building that genuine rapport with the customer.
Make them feel valued and understood.
Exactly. And a story about a time you turned a frustrated customer into a loyal one, that's gold.
Yeah, that speaks volumes.
And be prepared to talk about how you handle customer complaints.
Because those are inevitable.
Oh, yeah, show them. You can
Willingly.
stay calm, address concerns effectively, and find solutions that leave everyone feeling heard and satisfied.
Okay, moving on to question 4. How do you stay up to date with the latest furniture trends and styles?
All right, so this is your chance to prove you're not just selling furniture, you're passionate about it.
Yeah, show them you're a furniture enthusiast.
Exactly.
Mm.
So think trade shows, design blogs, social media industry magazines, anything that shows you're on top of what's happening.
Yeah, let that enthusiasm shine through.
For sure.
What are you excited about in the industry right now?
What trends are catching your eye?
How do you see those trends shaping the future of furniture?
And don't be afraid to get specific. Mention a recent trend that caught your attention, a designer you admire, even a specific material.
Yeah, like reclaimed wood or sustainable fabrics.
Exactly. Show them you're genuinely interested in this world.
Okay, on to question 5. How do you manage inventory in a furniture shop?
All right, so this one gets into the nitty-gritty of running the business.
Yeah, the operational side of things.
This is where your organizational skills and strategic thinking come into play.
It's about finding that balance between having enough stock to meet demand without overspending on storage.
Right, and RoleCatcher really dives into the importance of inventory management software, analyzing sales data to forecast demand, and making sure everything flows smoothly.
They might even ask you to describe a time you had to deal with a stock shortage or surplus and how you handled it.
Yeah, so be ready to walk them through your process. Highlight how you adapt to those unexpected hiccups.
It's about showing them that you can think strategically even when things get a little unpredictable. All right, question 6. Can you describe a time when you had to resolve a conflict with a team member,
So conflict is a part of life.
especially in a team environment?
Oh, yeah, for sure. So this question is all about showing your maturity, your communication skills, and your ability to find solutions that benefit the whole team.
Right, it's not about placing blame.
It's about understanding the root of the conflict and finding a way to move forward constructively.
Be specific in your example.
Yeah, what steps did you take to mediate? What was the outcome? What did you learn from the experience?
Because these kinds of questions often reveal a lot about a candidate's leadership style and emotional intelligence.
They want to see how you navigate those interpersonal dynamics.
Okay, on to question 7. How do you handle difficult or unhappy customers?
This is a classic test of your grace under pressure.
Everyone's had to deal with a difficult customer at some point.
Oh, yeah, for sure. So focus on de-escalation techniques, problem solving, and your ability to turn a negative situation into a positive one.
A real-life example will make your answer stand out. Show them you can stay calm. Empathize with the customer's frustration and find a solution that works for everyone.
Right.
Have you ever had a customer who was completely unreasonable? How did you handle that?
Those are the kind of stories that interviewers remember.
What's crucial is demonstrating your ability to maintain professionalism and composure even in challenging situations.
Absolutely.
Okay, last but not least, RoleCatcher's final question in this set is, how do you prioritize tasks in a fast-paced retail environment?
So retail can be a whirlwind.
Oh, yeah. There's always something going on.
So they want to know you can handle the heat.
Right. They want to see that you can juggle multiple priorities, handle pressure, delegate effectively, and stay focused even when things get hectic.
And RoleCatcher's Guide talks about to-do lists and breaking down tasks into smaller steps.
Those are great starting points, but also think about how you handle unexpected situations.
Right, because those always happen.
What happens when a delivery is late? A key staff member calls in sick, and a VIP customer walks in all at the same time.
You got to be adaptable, think on your feet.
It's about being the calm in the storm, and that's a valuable quality in a furniture shop manager.
I couldn't agree more.
Now, we've covered these 8 key questions from RoleCatcher, but every interview is different.
Oh yeah, you'll likely get some curveballs.
Definitely, or follow-up questions you weren't expecting.
So preparation and practice really make a difference.
And this is where I think those AI tools from RoleCatcher can be game changers.
It's like having a personal interview coach in your pocket.
It can analyze job descriptions, pinpoint the skills they're really looking for, highlight any gaps in your resume, even give you feedback on your interview answers.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing technology.
Wait, it can actually analyze your answers?
Yeah, you can record yourself answering practice questions.
Wow.
And the AI will analyze your delivery, your word choice, even your tone of voice.
No way, that's incredible.
It's pretty cool.
Tell me more.
Like, it'll tell you if you're using too much jargon,
Oh, wow.
or if you're rambling, or if you're not sounding confident enough.
That's next level prep.
It really is.
Especially for anyone who gets nervous in interviews.
No, yeah.
It's like having a personalized feedback session without having to ask a friend to critique you.
Exactly. And the best part is it's tailored to the specific job you're applying for.
Oh, that makes sense.
So you're not getting generic feedback. You're getting insights directly relevant to the role you want.
That's so smart. It takes the guesswork out of interview prep.
It really does.
You know, while we're talking about being strategic, I found the section in RoleCatcher's Career Guide on career stages and advancement paths really interesting.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
It lays out how you can really grow within this field.
It's important to think beyond just this one job.
Yeah, where do you see yourself in 5 years? 10 years.
Do you want to manage multiple stores? Become a regional manager? Maybe even open your own furniture store someday.
Having a vision for your future shows ambition and drive.
Which employers love to see.
And speaking of ambition, let's circle back to those interview questions for a moment.
Okay, sure.
One thing I always struggle with is finding that balance between showcasing my skills and experience without sounding arrogant.
Right. Yeah, that's a good point.
Any advice on how to walk that fine line?
Yeah, I think it's all about framing your accomplishments in a way that emphasizes the value you brought to the team or the company,
Okay.
rather than just focusing on yourself.
So like instead of saying, I increased sales by 20%,
Right.
you could say something like, I implemented a new sales strategy that resulted in a 20% increase in sales for the team.
Exactly. Highlight the positive impact you had on the organization,
Okay.
rather than just bragging about your personal achievements.
Don't be afraid to use data and metrics to back up your claims either.
Oh, yeah. Numbers speak volumes.
They really do.
And they add credibility to your statements.
All right, one last thing I want to touch on before we wrap up.
Okay.
Are those cons we mentioned earlier, the long hours, the demanding customers, the pressure of online competition?
Right.
How do you address those potential drawbacks in an interview without sounding negative?
Yeah, or like you're not up for the challenge.
That's a good question.
Yeah, so I think it's all about acknowledging the challenges while demonstrating your ability to overcome them.
Okay.
For example, you could say something like, I understand that managing a furniture store can be demanding, especially during peak seasons. However, I thrive in fast-paced environments, and I'm confident in my ability to handle pressure and prioritize effectively.
So you're turning those potential negatives into positives
Exactly.
by showcasing your resilience and your ability to adapt to challenging situations.
And it also demonstrates that you've done your research and you have a realistic understanding of what the job entails.
Okay, we've covered a lot of ground today. We've explored the ins and outs of being a furniture shop manager, broken down those 8 crucial interview questions, and even discovered how RoleCatcher's AI tools can take your prep to the next level.
It's all about giving you the tools and insights you need to walk into that interview with confidence.
Now it's your turn to shine. Remember, preparation is key. Use those RoleCatcher guides. Practice your answers. And don't be afraid to let your passion for furniture and your leadership skills shine through.
And don't forget to research the company.
Oh, that's a good point.
What's their vibe? What's their target market? What are their values? The more you know, the better you can tailor your answers and show them why you're the perfect fit.
It's about showing them you've done your homework and that you're genuinely excited about the opportunity.
Exactly. And remember, confidence is contagious.
Oh, yeah.
When you believe in yourself, others will too.
One last thought to leave you with. We talked about career paths and how this role could be a stepping stone to even bigger things.
Right.
Take a moment to visualize where you want to be in 5 years.
What does success look like to you?
Having that vision can help you stay motivated and focused both in this interview and in your career journey.
Absolutely.
So go out there, rock that interview, and start creating the furniture career of your dreams.
You got this.
You got this. That's so cool. It takes all the guesswork out of it.
Yeah, it really does.
So, we were talking about being strategic and thinking long term.
Yeah.
I thought the section in RoleCatcher's career guide on career stages and those advancement paths was really interesting.
It's good to think ahead.
Yeah, because it shows you how you can actually grow within this field.
It's important to look beyond just this one job. Think about where you want to be in 5 years, 10 years.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you want to manage multiple stores? Become a regional manager?
Maybe even open your own store one day.
It's good to have goals.
Definitely having that vision shows ambition and drive.
Employers love to see that.
Okay, so let's circle back to those interview questions for a minute.
Okay.
I think one thing a lot of people struggle with is finding that balance between showcasing your skills and experience without sounding arrogant.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
You want to come across as confident, but not cocky.
Right.
Any advice on how to walk that fine line?
It's all about how you frame things. Instead of just focusing on yourself, emphasize the value you brought to the team or the company.
So it's less about me, and more about the impact you had.
Exactly.
Give me an example.
Okay, so let's say you increase sales by 20% at your previous job.
Okay.
Instead of saying, I increased sales by 20%.
Which sounds a little braggy.
Yeah, you could say something like, I implemented a new sales strategy that resulted in a 20% increase in sales for the team.
Oh, I like that.
It highlights the positive impact.
And it shows you're a team player.
Exactly. And don't be afraid to use data and metrics to back up your claims.
Yeah, numbers are powerful.
They add credibility.
Okay, so one last thing I want to touch on before we wrap up.
Okay.
Those cons we talked about earlier.
Yeah, the long hours, the demanding
Right, that's the
customer.
pressure of online competition.
Right. How do you address those in an interview without sounding negative?
Yeah, without scaring them off.
You don't want to seem like you're not up for the challenge. I think the key is to acknowledge those challenges, but then immediately demonstrate your ability to handle them.
Okay.
So, for example, you could say something like, I understand that managing a furniture store can be demanding, especially during peak seasons. However, I thrive in fast-paced environments, and I'm confident in my ability to handle pressure and prioritize effectively.
So you're spinning it into a positive.
Exactly.
You're showing them you're not naive to the downsides of the job,
Right.
but you're also confident that you can handle it.
And it shows you've done your research, that you have a realistic understanding of what the job entails.
Okay, I think we've covered a lot of great information today. We've really explored what it takes to be a successful furniture shop manager
We broke down those 8 crucial interview questions.
and learned how RoleCatcher's AI tools can really give you an edge in your prep.
Absolutely. It's all about giving you the confidence you need to rock that interview.
So remember, preparation is key.
Yeah.
Use those RoleCatcher guides, practice your answers, and let your passion and your skills shine through.
And one thing I always recommend is to research the company.
Yeah, definitely.
What's their culture like? What kind of furniture do they sell?
Who's their target market?
What are their values?
The more you know, the better you can tailor your answers.
And show them why you're the perfect fit.
And don't forget about confidence.
Confidence is key.
It really is.
When you believe in yourself, others will too.
We talked about career paths and how this could be a stepping stone to bigger things.
Right.
So take a moment to really visualize where you want to be in 5 years.
Think about what success looks like to you.
Because having that vision can really help you stay motivated and focused.
Both in the interview and in your long-term career.
So go out there, rock that interview, and create the furniture career of your dreams.
You got this.
Yeah, it really can be a dream career if you're passionate about it.
For sure.
So, okay, let's do a quick recap. Make sure everyone's got the key takeaways here.
Sounds good.
We've really unpacked what it takes to be a furniture shop manager. Those key skills and responsibilities.
We dove deep into those 8 crucial interview questions from RoleCatcher.
And we even explored how AI can actually help you refine your answers and really up your interview game.
It's all about giving you the tools and the confidence to succeed.
Now it's your turn.
Yeah.
Take all this information and make it your own.
Go out there and rock that interview.
Remember, preparation is key.
Absolutely.
Use those RoleCatcher guides. Practice your answers.
And don't be afraid to let your personality shine through.
Yeah, show them your passion for furniture and your leadership skills.
One last piece of advice I always give is to research the company.
Oh, yeah, that's so important.
Spend some time on their website.
Look at their social media.
Get a feel for their brand, their style, their values.
Because the more you know about them,
the better you can tailor your answers.
and show them why you're the perfect fit for their team.
And remember, confidence is everything.
Oh, yeah.
When you believe in yourself, others will believe in you too.
Okay, before we wrap up, I want to touch on something we discussed earlier, those career paths. You know how this role can be a stepping stone to bigger things.
A launching pad.
So take a moment to really visualize where you want to be in 5 years.
What does success look like for you?
Having that clear vision can help you stay motivated and focused.
Both in the interview and throughout your career journey.
All right, folks, that's it for our deep dive into the world of furniture shop managers.
Best of luck with your interviews.
We're rooting for you.
You got this.
Go out there and create the furniture career of your dreams.